we're going to present to each other our top 10 list. Now, I know what each of these guys have. They don't know my top 10, and they don't know each other's. So here we go. Liam's top 10. I'm starting it up right now. Let's do it. Alright. This bad boy. So, starting off, my number 10 spot is Warcraft 3. Is this YouTube? I stole that off YouTube. Is this bad boy right here. Now, Warcraft 3 is the precursor to us having decent MOBAs, and I will die on a hill for that. Now, I didn't play Warcraft 3 when it was Burning Crusade. I only got it from the Frozen Throne expansion, which obviously, started Burning Crusade and went into that. Now, the main reason I love this game is because it's World of Warcraft, so themed. So it's got like all the good shit. It's got all the good theme stuff, all the fantasy shit. But it's Arthas's journey, basically, to becoming the Lich King. And the story campaign was surprisingly playable. It holds up by today's standards. But the main reason is fucking custom maps, man. Dude, custom maps for this game were fucking lit. Dude, me and Muggsy and our friends, we used to stay up every weekend playing Rival Nations, playing Extreme AOS, playing Tower Defense, everything. Enfos, yeah, dude, Enfos.
Yeah. Dude. I personally hated all those games, but I was there for them, and I agree with you. It is the reason they're a thing. Same thing. All my mates would just LAN, and I'd just be playing Dota and Enfos. I was like, dude, yay!
What's really weird is me and my friends never got into playing Dota in Warcraft, so we never played Dota.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So we migrated straight to League of Legends.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It was in there.
It was the most popular one.
Yeah.
But
except Millsy, who plays Dota.
Well, I wasn't friends with Millsy back then.
Ah, true. Yeah.
Andrew and his pally on Dota, still a thing. the old Omni Knight.
Dude, Pallies are still good, man. Pallies are still good. But this is my number 10 pick. I fucking love Warcraft 3, I always will. I bought it when they reissued it, and I played some custom maps. They were just as buggy as I remembered. Would recommend.
Von Klaus, just nod and wave, G.
Yeah.
Never got into any of these games.
Yeah.
Alright. My number 9. This bad boy. Divinity Original Sin.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Very cool.
Pretty great game.
Everyone here has experienced that game.
Yeah.
Now, this was the first game in a very long time that I spent night after night, literally until 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, just chewing through it with Andrew. We actually finished it. It's probably one of the longer RPGs that I've actually finished with another person. I honestly can't think of another one that I've put this amount of time into with any other person. This game is perfect. This game is what you play if you don't have friends to play D&D with. You get this game and you play that. Prior to me playing this, I would have said that about Neverwinter Nights.
Oh, so true.
Which was also a shortlist game. Didn't make it onto the 10.
Yeah.
This one did.
Down.
Yeah.
Honorable mention, perhaps.
Yeah, 100%.
Am tempted by new Pathfinder. Yeah, I did see that it's not co-op or anything like that. Dude, I'm so addicted to co-op now. I only want to play games with other people at this stage in this conjuncture in my life.
Well, it's just that kind of game can quite easily be co-op, or at least it seems that way to me. So it's a shame when they're not.
I do want to jump back on and play some more Divinity on this note,
So
because that was fun.
Yeah, dude, Divinity fucking slaps, and it's just so difficult, but also It's just broad RPG, like what RPGs can and should be. You know, because like in my eyes, there's two types of RPGs. There's regular RPGs and there's JRPGs. And this is the like example of what Western RPGs should be.
Can we get a text on screen what the game is? My kids are being extremely loud.
Oh man.
I feel that.
Dude, shout out to Nooper. Thank you very much, Von Cleese.
Something new. There we go.
Yeah, there's a picture in the middle, Nooper. There's a picture in the middle.
There you go.
That's literally why I'm now streaming in my garage. Like-
Alright. Shall we go to my number 8? Yeah.
Do it.
Shut up. Yeah, yeah. Gronrick just noticed I'm wearing the shirt. I was like, yeah, man. Thanks for this.
No one can tell me that this game is not a masterpiece.
That game is phenomenal, man. I
It
agree.
is amazing. This is like a love letter to Bethesda games, because I don't think we're ever going to get anything as good as what Bethesda was in the past.
No, I don't
This
think
is
so.
as good as we're going to get. We need to jump ship to this company, because they're going to start making these games now.
Yeah, that's true.
I haven't even played it and it looks fucking awesome. Like, literally
It
to
is.
watch. Like,
You
even
can't-
just to fucking watch someone else play, it's great.
You can't
Yeah.
play it on an old gen console. You will regret the experience. But
Yeah.
on something new, it's
Very, very good. I have spent. I obviously, chat knows I played this on stream and I actually finished the game. I have played about twice the amount off stream of this game that I played on stream, because after I finished the game, then I just went and did whatever I want, and I was like night after night, just like tearing through Night City, just finding bits and pieces. I found Code Carnage. I found a monk roughly 8 times, and then he disappeared. Like I just started. I found a sentient vending machine. I found so much stuff in this game that it doesn't just give to you. It rewards you for just going around and looking at points of interest, and I really appreciate that about this game. Outside of that, mechanically, it is pretty brilliant. It's a great game. Really good leveling system. Lets you respec. Buggy as all hell, but I honestly don't care. Like, the bugs don't bother me. Mate, how you doing?
That's good.
Oh, Race War Kingdoms, dude. Did anyone play Race Wars when they were in school?
what?
There we go.
No.
No. Johnny.
So
Yeah.
this
Johnny.
is
Also, I don't think you're.
Johnny.
Yeah.
What the
I don't
hell
know,
happened
Obsidian's
there?
a pretty decent dev. The Outer Worlds is pretty good. Yeah, Obsidian are pretty cool, man. Like, I probably agree with you on that. Like, there's not no hope. It's just, there's not a lot of hope for Bethesda.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I reckon we jumped ship to whoever made this game. I actually have Outer Worlds. I've never played it. Andrew got it for me. Race War Kingdom, sorry, just to
Oh yeah, let's go back to
link-
the race war.
linger on that a little bit. It was a text-based online game that we used to play on our school computers because they weren't IP, because it wasn't IP banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically what Clash of Clans is now, but like before that.
Okay.
Okay.
You couldn't just go to DOS games? Couldn't you just get
Johnny.
away with that one? Play some Commander Teen and...
Oh, dude, Commander
Dude.
Teen.
Oh,
I've actually
fuck.
got that on Steam at the moment.
Oh my god, it's on Steam.
Yeah, it was like $1. I was like, yeah, I'm buying that.
Done.
I used to love that game so much.
So Cyberpunk's my number 8, boys.
Yep.
Easy number 8. Fucking God bless. Love you, Cyberpunk, forever.
It is a great game. I'm glad you put it on.
All right, next one. Anyone play this?
Yes.
Of course you did.
Fuck yeah.
A
Now,
little bit. As much as I could.
Yoshi's Island it's rare for me to put a platformer in. I'm not a huge fan of platformers in general, but I loved this game when it came out. Shut the fuck up, bitch!
Oh, only for Nintendo. I thought it said OnlyFans for a second there. I was like, what?
The old Yoshi's Island OnlyFans.
It's a different kind of Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Oh.
Giant blue thing coming out of the water.
Wow.
Now, this was a launch game for me.
It's Kanye West,
Let's
and
let
I
this play
just
first.
wanted to let everyone know my favorite Twitch channel is Miscellameous, twitch.tv/Miscellameous. By everybody, I'm off to give shoes to start chipping in Africa.
Thank you, Maple. Thank you, Monclesi. I got Yoshi's Island when I got my Super Nintendo. It's one of 2 games I got. I got this, and I got Super Mario All-Stars. I loved this game, man, and I still do. I actually think it's a really simple game. It's got a banger soundtrack. The levels are all really well designed, and it scales the difficulty pretty well as you go through the world. It's a very well crafted game.
Yeah.
Very easy to get good at, and rewards you for actually trying things. Game's fucking rad. One of the very few games I've gone back to and actually done the thing where I tried to 100% each level so that I could unlock secret levels. Did that for World 1 and 2. Never went back to do the rest, but I would consider it. This game, 10 out of 10. And that's my number 7.
You should do that on stream.
Could I plug my mini SNES in? That's HDMI, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can get a converter.
Easier, yeah.
Do whatever you want.
I won't need
Leave.
one because I've got the mini. I got the mini SNES, so it's got HDMI.
Oh yeah. That's
Easy
fine.
then,
It'll plug straight in.
Yeah. I'll think about that, boys. I'll think about that. Let's do my number 6. Motherfucking Overwatch. This is the first and only competitive shooter that I've ever been good at. I fucking love Overwatch. I always will. And when Overwatch 2 comes out, if these boys don't join me, they may as well consider me gone. Because I'm definitely going to put a solid 6 to 12 months into the game when it comes out.
Holy moly.
That's fair. That's fair.
I assume.
Yeah,
Just
The
take a
one of the-
sabbatical from work. Just let them know.
Yeah. Dude,
It's one of the first games that I played properly on PC.
Yeah. Dude, when I find out when this is launching, I'm taking time off work to play it.
fair.
Overwatch 2, I mean.
Yeah,
I would heavily suggest Overwatch for people who are fans of first-person shooters and have a decent amount of experience with MOBAs, because much like MOBAs, it doesn't really matter how good you are to a degree at the shooting component of the game. It more so matters how good you are at tracking everyone else's abilities and positioning. And that's what Overwatch is all about. That's
Why I stuck at it.
I came into Overwatch from an absolute gaming hangover that I had from years of League of Legends. Which, in retrospect, I don't actually feel like I enjoyed. And then I went and played Overwatch, and, it just took me away from that stressful MOBA environment, toxic gaming trash that I needed to get away from.
Yeah, 100%, man. I agree. I'll be forever grateful to this game for breaking the League of Legends stranglehold that was the thing at the time in my social circle.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, everyone's slightly going back to shooters, which I like. Let's go.
Yeah.
110% all in.
But, I can play this game. I don't care too much if I lose.
Salt.
I've actually played ranked in it, and I placed gold, which is the highest I've placed in any game that I've played ranked in. I really enjoy it. It's a really great game. I heavily suggest it for everyone. Then, what are we up to? We're up to my top 5. Alright. Number 5, boys. Here we go.
All the salt.
We got Pokemon Blue. Or, what I should say more accurately, just first-gen Pokemon.
Yeah.
Blue.
Blue, because that's the one that I had.
Yeah, I played red on the emulators. I didn't even have one. Awesome.
You'll be glad to know League hasn't even been installed on the new PC.
Oh.
Dude, I would suggest if you like League but you don't want to play it anymore, play Teamfight Tactics. It's fun, same kind of characters, different type of gameplay, less stressful.
Or just keep playing Tarkov with us and holding our hand.
Tarkov's
The experience.
which should be more stressful than it is, but I really enjoy that game. Alright, so the reason I put Pokemon Blue in is because that's the one that I got when I was young. And when I was young, it was before there was a TV show. So I got Pokemon blind. Didn't know what it was. Knew nothing about it. I just got it because it seemed like it was kind of cool, right? This dude's got cannons on his back. So I was like, alright, I'm going to try this game out. It's essentially a JRPG when you really boil it down. You've got 6 playable characters, they all have different abilities, they level, and you fight against other teams of people. So the Pokemon aspect of it, the animals, is just what gave it its charm. Learning to play Pokemon from the start without, knowing anything about them at all was what made this game so special to me, because I feel like I really earned it. I finished this game before it was a show, before there were cards, all that shit. Yellow, I will say that Yellow is better. And it is. There's some little quality of life improvements that make it better, and it's still first gen. It did come out later, though. And I back that Bulbasaur for life. There's dozens of us, Kermit. Dozens. Wait, what was everyone's starter? What did everyone get as a starter? Chat. I want to see chat as well.
Charmander.
Charmander.
Yeah.
Charmander.
Sorry. Yeah. So generic of me.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Diamond dozen.
Basic white kid of me.
Fire's the best.
Presented with the options of Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander. Without having any prior knowledge of them, I chose Bulbasaur, and I'm sticking with it. To this date, Venusaur has some of the highest IP stats for competitive Pokemon, so
there you
that
go.
with your Charizards.
I mean, mate, you nailed it in one.
The cards worth more.
Ooh, Corvus was a Bulba as well, yes.
Fuck.
Dude, there's a lot of Bulba love out there, man. A lot of Bulba love out.
I just remember lining up for... Oh, sorry, I was going to say, I remember lining up for hours at Southland to get Mew loaded onto my cartridge.
Oh,
like hours. Just swarms of kids. Oh, man. What a time.
Wait,
Millsy, I didn't know that. I had no prior knowledge of this game. I chose him based on the way that he looked. The fact that the first 2 gyms were easy was a bonus.
Oh damn!
I will actually say that, like, from a logistical standpoint with your squad, I do back Charmander as a choice because it's really hard to get a decent fire Pokemon through the game. There's not too many good ones. Yeah, but I mean, like, today if people are choosing, Charmander, I respect the decision. And that's the difference between a Bulbasaur main and everyone else. Alright, we're into the top 4. Top 4, boys, here we go. Fallout 4.
Oh.
This game slaps. Bethesda made a game that has some building in it. Does it work properly? Nah.
No. I was wondering where this would be in your top 10, because I knew it would be in here.
Same.
It's quite high, and it's quite high because this game's fucking broken, man. Like, honestly, but it's given me some of the highest and lows of my gaming. When I first played this game, I specced into the luck tree. I had no idea what it was meant to do. And I would get, like, procs for Mysterious Stranger. I would get procs for, like, my bullets, like, bullet dodging and critical hits. And it made, like, what would have been, like almost a scary game to play, like a really daunting game to play, into something that was like actually fucking hilarious. And I love that this game can kind of take the piss out of itself in that way, while still retaining this like really serious overtone.
This is number 4, right?
Yeah. This is number 4. Now,
Okay.
I will preface that I think number 3 has a better story. I think New Vegas has more character, but mechanically, this game is better to play. The world is vaster, and the factions really make this game special for me. I like that there are factions that you can align with, and the main cities are really cool as well. So
It is pretty good. Fallout in general, man, just was always a good time.
oh, someone speedrun it in 5 minutes apparently. Okay.
What?
Number 1's Warzone for the memes, lol.
Did they exploit every possible bug in the game to get through it in 5 minutes?
Dude, there's one for Skyrim where they just literally run to where the Elder Scroll is, and they have a large plate, and then they walk at the corner holding the plate in front of them. The physics bug out, and they just walk into where the Elder Scroll is and pick it up.
How do you come across this shit? Honestly, like, it's just ridiculous.
People look for it though, man. People look for it. Actually, I've been watching Awesome Games Done Quick. They're having their yearly event at the moment, and one of the first games they did was Deathloop, and Deathloop had a speedrun coordinator. So they actually had someone in the team whose job it was to like essentially game test by speedrunning it.
Right.
Cool. So he'd already developed a handful of like strategies that he passed on to people who wanted to like start speedrunning the game straight away.
Oh, damn.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hit. Whoop.
Liam is the seeker of trash. What?
If you like New Vegas, play
Trash
the Animals. Okay.
It's duly noted, Kermit.
All right. I need my dude. We're getting a lot of people telling me to play Outer Worlds. I really genuinely think I should do it because
Yeah.
it's obviously up my alley.
I remember we were just gonna sit down one day and just smash it out.
Yeah. All right. Number 3. It's Skyrim. It was.
It was 3.
It's on the podium, boys.
I thought
it's
it'd
on
be
the podium.
Yep.
And when I give you my number 1 and my number 2, you'll understand why it's at number 3. And it needed to be here though, because it's probably the game I've put the most hours into. I've played this start to finish maybe twice, and I've played it. I've started it every year since it came out. Except last year, actually. It was the first year I didn't do a playthrough of Skyrim. But I did do a playthrough of Enderall, which is a Skyrim... it's like a Skyrim rebuild using the Skyrim engine, but the game's kind of been rebuilt. It's free on Steam. You can download it, by the way.
Yeah, nice.
No.
Skyrim's fucking rad. I've maybe gone to see the Greybeards maybe 3 times in the roughly 4-ish hundred hours that I've played this game.
That's totally fair.
Cena will be number 1.
Wait, there's a Cena game?
That was 4-player. Dude, gee, tell me I've told you this story.
He's told the story. Surely.
Wait, I didn't know that was...
get Zelda.
I'll summarize it quick.
Oh yes, I've heard this.
Yeah. My mum was meant to get me Zelda for Christmas, and the store person sold her Xena.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
It was 10 out of 10 story.
Lee Carvel's putting challenge.
Guessing 4 out of Andrew's 10 will be a Final Fantasy.
Hey, settle down, you. No spoilers.
Skyrim's fucking rad. Arrow to the knee. Everyone's fucking seen memes for this thing because it's literal phenomena. This game slaps. Everyone played this at least once in your lifetime.
Now I want to play the Xena game.
It's 4-player combat.
Is it?
Yeah, dude, it's really good. Which you could do on the 64. Yeah,
So when are we doing this? When are we doing our Xena stream?
Xena stream, yeah.
Well, actually, my little brother told me he's still got my copy of Xena, so I could get it off him.
Are you
Holy
serious?
shit.
Yeah. I told him to hold on to it, but yeah, we could grab it. We could play it.
Let's do it.
That's
Zelda. All right, number 2, boys. Where's my number 2 prompt? There it is. Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, fair.
Yep.
Yep.
This game is the type of game you can just look at. This game is like, in the way that Skyrim is open world, it feels like that, but somehow a little bit more. It feels like you can see everywhere you stop and look, you can see something, and when you go to that thing, it's an interactable thing, or you find something along the way, and it's that, ooh, something over there, ooh, there's something over there, ooh, there's something over there, and it just goes and goes and goes. Skyrim is more vast and its own game in that way, where everything is more spread out, and you do have to look harder, which is what makes it such a great game. Those are your key differences between the two, but somehow this edges it out. It might be because of how attractive it is. The flying mechanic is like, mwah. Like, gliding gives you this sense of freedom in this game that's the same as when you got your license. You know when you got your license and you just wanted to drive everywhere?
Yep.
That's this game when you get gliding.
Man, that's fair. That game just breathtaking. So much fun.
Cody!
Yo!
Oh,
Hey.
Yo, Cody!
Golly.
back with the big dick plays.
16-month resubber.
Holy
Oh.
shit, dude.
Look at
Dude.
you go.
Shout outs to Coldy and his new home office that he's been setting up. Post a picture of that inside the Discord when you get a chance, man. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
nice,
looking good.
very clean.
Looking good.
Fucking A.
See your battle
Dude.
station, dude.
Thank you so much for the tier 2, my man, Big Dick Player. He's the only person in chat who has access to one of these. Oh, not that one. This one right here. Unless anyone else wants to sub it tier 2. Dude,
Yeah, boy.
Breath of the Wild is an absolute banger. Easy to access. Mechanically, it's not that difficult, but if you can think of doing something, you can probably do it. Anything you can see in the distance, you can go there. It's that type of game.
So good.
Alright, boys. Here's my number 1. You ready?
I already know it.
I've said it before. It
Yep.
is Secret of
Yeah, you
Mana.
have.
Absolutely my favorite game of all time. The reason being is this was my first RPG. I'd never played an RPG before this,
Yep.
and
Banger.
or at least not a real time combat RPG. That's for sure. Might have played Final Fantasy before Secret of Mana. Actually, I definitely did, but nothing real time, because in Final Fantasy at the time it was turn-based combat, whereas in Secret of Mana it's real time. Yeah, Corvus knew it. Now, the other really cool thing about this is that it's 3 players. You can't play it 3 players from the start. You need to earn those characters. And you get a pixie, and you get a dancer girl, and the main character is obviously the boy who you start with. But you don't necessarily guarantee which one of those characters you get first either. So depending on like what way you go, or what sort of bit you do first, you have access to one or the other, and then you get the other one in a secondary way. I didn't realize that at first. When I did another playthrough, when I was a kid, that's when I discovered you could do it another way, because I got kidnapped, and then, you know, I don't want to ruin too much, because if you haven't played it, excuse me, it's a fucking rad game. It's on the mini SNES, so if anyone's got a mini SNES and you haven't given this a crack, I would suggest giving it a crack.
Yeah, it is top tier. Like, and to the point where there's like mouthy NPCs who are literally like, "Are you done yet?" They're like telling you to sod off. Like you talk to them too much. I was like, "Whoa, you hurt my feelings, bro." But Great game. Absolutely loved playing it with Liam. Like it was. I did the multiplayer with him. So much fun.
Simpsons tapped out, unlucky not to get number 1. I played a decent amount of Simpsons tapped out. It was fun. Emulator hunting, I'd suggest it. It's fucking rad. It's so fun.
It's a solid.
It's definitely one of the first it's an RPG that I played, and it was one of the first to have upgrade items throughout. So you upgrade each different type of the armor as you get different ones, and some of them were compatible with multiple characters, and some of them were compatible with ones and not others. Each character could use each different type of weapon, and they would generate levels for each of those weapons, and when you generated levels, you had access to better attacks and stuff like that. So definitely a super cool RPG, really good soundtrack as well, and that's my top 10, boys.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, G, here comes your number 10.
I'm gonna burn through mine.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, bang, bang, bang. I don't remember. Yeah, Super Smash Brothers.
Just roll with it, G.
Just before I start, I just want to give a nice fuck you to Liam for making us number these.
Yes, yes, agreed.
That was really hard.
Yeah, we all hate you collectively, Liam.
Yeah.
It was very important to me that they were numbered.
And after I submitted my list and Liam made all these wonderful videos, I realized a couple of games that I really wanted to put in there, and I can't now. So I'm going to give them an honorable mention. I'm going to honorable mention them now. So first one, Need for Speed Underground 2.
Yes.
Yeah,
Amen.
100%. It's
I played the absolute shit out of that, and I'm really annoyed that I didn't remember to put that in, but that's my luck.
Straight up responsible for current day car cosmetic games.
Yeah, totally.
So
Yeah.
What else did I have in there? Honorable mention was, hang on, I got my list. Tenchu was another good one.
Banger.
I love that game. Play the shit out of it.
Yes, dude.
Spyro.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Alright.
These weren't going to be in my top 10 though. These were the Need for Speed Underground was going to be in my top 10, but I forgot. But these are honorable mentions, games that I really enjoyed playing.
Porsche Unleashed, also a banger. Hot Pursuit, also good. Continue.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider,
Yes.
Max Payne, California Games, and Alex Kidd in Miracle World.
Oh man, California games and Alex Kidd, nostalgia.
Yeah. Purely for the nostalgia
yes.
factor.
Yeah.
That's
Dude, California Games is dog shit.
Oh yeah,
It's hard.
playing it now.
It's
No way.
so bad, man.
It's so shit. But I played it a lot.
Alex Kidd-
roller skating. Oh, Alex Kidd holds up, man. Alex Kidd holds up.
Yeah, that was installed in the console, wasn't it?
Yeah. Master System, I think.
Yeah, and it was
the Mega Drive. I can't remember.
Master System. It was Master System.
Yeah.
It was built into the Master System.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right.
That game was just frustrating shit. Yeah.
That's how good it was. They gave it away for free.
So, G, you want to start up your top 10 there, buddy? Or...
Yeah.
He did already.
I did. Yeah.
Number 9.
Smash Brothers.
Bam.
I've here gone back to my list.
Breath of the
There
Wild.
we go.
Yep. Nice.
Yep.
I don't need to say anything about this game. Everyone knows
I
how
mean,
fucking
it's
awesome
just-
it is. Like, it's
Exactly what Zelda needed.
yeah.
This is it's
exactly what
universally
Nintendo needed too.
Yep.
It's on everyone's list. It's basically almost everyone has put this in their list. Anyone who owns a Nintendo, I'll say.
Yeah, that's pretty much. This game basically just shot the Switch into the fucking universe. Like, it was going to be big anyway, but this game really, I reckon, just put it up there. Just an amazing game. Amazing to play, amazing to look at. I'm sure everyone else is going to talk about it even more, but I'm sure it's in Jamie's and Andrew's list as well. But yeah, that's my number 9.
Wii Sports was the best included game of the console. It's bold claim.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
Great soundtrack.
Really good.
Never
fun.
played it, but never owned anything other than a Game Boy back in the 90s. There was a really good Zelda game. There was a Seasons and Time like sort of sister games on the Game Boy for Zelda, and they were really good. Do you guys know that I worked for Nintendo briefly when the Wii was coming out?
Yep.
Yeah, I told you about that before.
Yeah.
I wish I kept that TV, man.
Was that when you were working at like the displays? You were doing like displays out in shopping centers or something?
Yeah. And I worked at like conventions and shit like that. And
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
I just like had to get people to play Zelda, and that was like my job. Alright.
So hard.
Number 8G.
Throw it out there.
Inside.
Inside.
Has anyone else on the panel played this?
No.
I know
So-
of it, but
This is.
Yeah.
I had to chuck an indie game in there because that's what I look for a lot of them. Basically, they're just my computer's full of little mini games and indie games. But this one won awards, and I'm like, what's the hubbub about this game? It is unreal. Like it's a side scroller, but it's sort of kind of 3D at some points. But it's just this weird, dark, fucking just whack game. But it's amazing, and I played it from start to finish, first go. Like, it was one of those games where I'm like, this game is fucking unreal.
such good games, man. Anything that grabs you like that,
Just visually, it's like
Yeah.
it's a game. It's like it's like a puzzle game as well. There's like little puzzles here and there, and like it's the perfect side scroller. Amazing. I recommend it to anyone that is into that kind of shit, or even if you're not. Fucking give it a crack. I think it's usually pretty cheap.
It's not a huge game. Like, you can sit and play through it pretty quickly. But
like 2
is
hours or something. But
very aesthetic, very kind of nerve wrenching as well. Like, really, really fun game to play through. With someone else as well, if you can do it, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. If you've got
experience it with someone else, because if you don't experience it with someone else, then you'll have trouble trying to, I guess, unload your feelings about it onto somebody.
pretty much. I can't. Yeah, that's what I'm experiencing now. I can't explain it. But you just have to play it. Just play it.
Yeah.
Was I a visual merchandiser? No. I had a contract for the release of Nintendo Wii. And I just did events where I had like a Nintendo before they were released. I had a Nintendo Wii and a TV attached to it, and I used to just play the game in front of people so they could see motion controls, because I was kind of new back then and no one really had seen it before.
Yep.
All right, number 7. The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
Oh, mate.
A fucking unreal game.
The game that I've played the intro of, and not a second more. Much to everyone's dismay.
Yeah.
This game really kicked off for the real story-driven sort of first-person or third-person games. Like it's just unreal storyline. It was the first of its kind too, where it was that kind of apocalypse, post-apocalyptic kind of world, and amazing story, super tense at parts, like fucking hard too, like a difficult game.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking unreal.
Mills is literally playing it now. He's on a playthrough. I think a large portion of the reason I didn't play this game is because this game was like, this game had that same thing about it, like when Game of Thrones was a big thing, because anyone who played this game
we'll just talk about
was like, you need to play this game. You need to play this game. Oh, I can't say anything, but you need to play it. That's basically,
That's fair.
yeah, which is fair.
Yeah.
I've still got a copy of it.
I'm still yet to play number 2 because my PS4 the controller's got stick drift, and I just haven't bought another controller yet.
Yeah.
So playing anything is super frustrating at the moment on that. But it's a fucking unreal game, and I've heard the second one is also just as good.
Yeah. Second one definitely banger as well.
Have you played the second one yet, Andrew?
No,
Yeah.
I've left it. And
He's
I
got
just-
it.
Oh, I've got it. Man.
One time we raided someone who was playing it, and Andrew was like, "Okay, see you later. I'm going to bed."
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I'm like, bye. Yeah, spam some big misgames. See you later. Don't care who you are. Yeah. Nah, it's, like, gee, I wholeheartedly agree, man. That game was just like, it was the greatest escort quest I've ever willingly gone on.
Yeah, totally.
It just changed. It changed the meta. It just, yeah.
It really did, yeah. It started a whole bunch of, like, a wave of these kind of games coming out.
Huge step forward for story-driven games with really good voice acting and visual animation for that acting as well.
Yeah. But I'm a sucker for a good story-driven game that is also just a fun and enjoyable game to play. Like, I love those kind of games.
Good choice.
Yeah.
All right, number 6.
Do it. How to put it on here.
Call of Duty motherfucking Warzone. And I found a little Rebirth Island picture as well from Cold War's release.
Nice.
Yeah, to be more appropriate.
I mean, I just love this fucking game, even though it shoots me to tears sometimes. But I've put a lot of time into it, and it's just good. I think the mechanics are fucking amazing. I don't think there's any other first-person shooter that is, as enjoyable and as smooth to play. Not without its bugs, I mean. But
yeah, but that's probably on
it's hardware shit. Yeah, exactly. It's nothing.
When it's running well, there's nothing better than it.
I want to know absolute insult to everything below it. This is why I put everything in order, because I'm like, why'd you see my other ones, Millsy? You'll be like, what the fuck?
Nah, dude, like, you've got to be honest to yourself, though, at the end of the day, and you got to think, like, look, I really do like this game that much. And also, like, Warzone's special to a lot of people, though, because it came at a time where we needed a global multiplayer game that everyone could play together no matter the console. So, good timing, great mechanics. Unfortunately, it has spawned a really annoying subculture in Twitch and on social media, but, it's still a good game, man. No one can deny that.
It's a great game. I've made friends playing it, like I've gone back to old, friends that I used to hang out with. I've hung out with them again now because of this game, and it's brought a lot of people closer to me, and it's fucking. I just think it's awesome.
Yo, Linky, dude, I wouldn't be friends with Linky if we didn't play Warcraft.
Exactly. Prime example.
And now we've started playing other games with Linky as well.
Yeah. Linky's holding our hand through Tarkov at the moment. Human Corvus.
Alright, top 5.
Do it.
Sonic the Hedgehog. number one.
One of the first games I ever played on Sega Master System.
Sonic 1? Alright.
Yeah.
Hey, you leave me alone.
Imagine how good life would be if we never played Warzone together.
Now, this game, I don't know. This game is more so nostalgic for me. It's probably not a great game. I haven't played it since then, but I played the absolute shit out of this game, and I loved it.
Yeah, that totally fair, man. Absolutely.
Yeah,
man. 100%.
Number 4. This will be a popular one. GTA 5.
Oh,
yep.
Oh, mate. Yeah.
Fucking ass, man.
I haven't played a Grand Theft Auto since Grand Theft Auto 1.
Yep. As in, like, the top view...
Top view, OG,
yep.
PlayStation 1 Grand Theft Auto. Which I enjoyed,
I did love those ones as well. Yeah, those were great.
They were too. They were so good.
I mean, I put a lot of hours into this game too, VK, and that's why I put it in here. Yeah. Like, it's a cool story. I mean, I was torn between putting either this one or Vice City. Like, they were all good in their own respect. But I think this one, they really just they just tweaked it that little bit extra, and they just nailed everything. The storyline was cool. It was just really cool to play.
Yeah.
And
See,
the whole online thing that's just come out of this now is fucking and it's still going. When did this game come out? Like, it was fucking ages ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's been on 3 generations of console now.
There you go. Yeah.
It's PS3 through to, well, I guess you can play it on PS5. They're officially launching it at some point soon.
It came out 9 years ago.
It's
there you go.
And
GTA
it's
9 years.
3, Vice, 4 and 5, all probs worth it just for the storyline alone.
Vice City was
true.
Clover said even just single player worth the playthrough.
Yeah.
I think I'd be more likely to do it if I get it on PC. I did actually have a copy for my console. I played none of it because, like, at sort of a point in my life, I stopped being a couch gamer and became a computer gamer. And then anything I would buy for my console, I wouldn't be motivated to play because I just don't want to sit on a couch and do it. I don't know. Something about the mentality about it. But if I get it on my PC, I would probably actually play GTA. And I've been very open about wanting to do what Von Klaus does, or has done in the past, and getting into, like, roleplay servers, which I think is hilarious and fun.
It'd be fucking awesome. But I've actually, I bought it when it was on special on Steam, I think. And it was like $20 or $25. I'm like, yep. Bang, keep that one for the bank. I will replay that at one stage.
I need to just go ahead and do that up.
Yeah.
Just do it. Ready for the podium?
Here we go, top 3, boys.
Oh. G's podium, top 3.
Tony fucking Hawk.
Yep.
What a fucking game, man. Like, this game is my childhood. I played this game so fucking much, like so much. It was probably the game I've played the most in my whole fucking entire life.
Interesting.
Like, I played this a lot.
I feel like I played a lot of this, but you know what I actually played more of was Dave Mirra Bmx.
Yes.
Oh, Dave Mirra, yes.
Dave Mirra was awesome too. But this got a lot of mileage for me.
Yeah,
like,
Tony Hawk's for me as well, man. 100%.
Yeah, it's and it shaped my fucking my music taste, basically. Like,
True.
The soundtrack
had a banger.
fucking bangers, man. And, like, for 1, 2, and 3, they all had awesome soundtracks, and it's just fucking unreal.
G's a console warrior.
Oh,
of course, as well.
Back in the day.
Nice. When's the pillow fight? Oh, well, I've got COVID, so after that.
Maybe a virtual one.
How you doing, Cheese Pizza?
What up?
Soundtrack for 1, 2, and 3 is incredible. I think 3 is
100%.
maybe the best one, or 2. I can't remember. I think 2
I was
has
on
Millencolin.
I think I was 2.
I feel like 2.
2 definitely had Millencolin. 1 had, like, suicidal tendencies and, like, Soundman 500 and like, you know, just this.
That was nuts.
It was more. It was more punk rock. Yeah.
Played the absolute shit out of that. Good call, G. I'm glad someone put that, because I was like, it's not in my list, but it's an honorable mention, 100%.
Another one of my honorable mentions too, Duke Nukem.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
All right, number 2 for G.
Number 2, line it up.
Super Mario World.
Super fucking Mario World.
Super Mario.
Another game that reminds me of my childhood. Arguably one of the best Mario games.
It's hard as fuck as well.
Hard as fuck.
Yeah. It gets real hard.
It's fucking awesome. Like, it's just a really good game. It's still good now. Like, it's one of the best side scrollers you'll probably ever play.
I said to G earlier when he sent me when G sent me his list earlier, I said that this engine is the one that is used the most in Mario Maker. So like, when people want to make good levels, they use this engine. Did you know if you guys get all the Yoshi coins, there's a special ending video? Yes, because my literal 5-year-old son got it. He was obsessed with this game for a very long time. And he played and played and played and played it. And now this game's really special to me. I liked it before, I love it now. This game's rad.
It's awesome.
Yeah, fuck off.
And you can get it on the Switch too. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
you can now.
You
Yeah.
can now. Yeah, you can. Oh, except you have to. You
gotta
can't.
sign up.
You can't. You got to subscribe.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you can get it, but you got to
So you
$10.
technically can, but you can't just buy it outright, which is a little bit annoying because I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
It's a subscription sort of thing. All right,
But-
G, you ready
Here
to
we
move to
go.
your number one?
Number 1. Let's do
All
it.
right. Papa Giuseppe's number one game of all time.
Eh,
Red Dead
Red
Redemption
Dead
2.
Redemption 2. Yeah, boy.
Dude,
It's
get
the
one,
fucking
Coldy.
best.
Get one, Coldy. They slap.
Yeah, do it, Cody. The new OLED ones, please do it. Do it.
Like, Switch, fuck you guys.
Yeah, do it. You won't regret it.
Yeah. Nah,
Dude.
Switch is a great, man.
Talk to me about Red Dead. Also, I've never played this. I never played Red Dead. I never played Red Dead 2.
Going back off what I was saying before, this is just like, you know, really good story-driven, amazing game. Like, visually beautiful, and the story is fucking killer. Like, it's so engaging, you know. And I'm a big fan of westerns and stuff as well, so it just fucking roped me right in from the start, and I fucking loved it. Like, it's just an incredible game.
Getting perfect pelts is a hassle, though. Amazing story.
Yeah,
Root
Getting
shooty,
that-
cowboy shooty.
that part sucks. Trying to 100% it, I'm like, no, I can't do this. But I'll definitely play the story through again. Which another game which I have downloaded onto my PC, got it on sale, and I'm gonna I'll stream that one. So
Absolute banger, man.
So,
sniping.
Jamie's top 10. Let's do it. Ready?
Do it, but boy.
Number 10, Metal Gear Solid 2.
Ooh,
Yeah. So I'm going to start off by saying my taste is very eclectic. So you're going to find shit from all kinds of genres in my top 10. Also, my prime gaming time, which I worded up Andrew and also Liam when I gave him this list, but I didn't give anything away to Andrew. I just told him that my prime gaming time was when I was like much younger. So there's a lot of older games, not too old, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
I want to hear more about
yeah,
games.
Yeah.
no judgment.
Childhood, man.
So-
That's exactly.
Thank you, Cody. I'd honestly expect fucking nothing less from you. I also base this off games I've actually played. Otherwise, I could have made up a top 10. So, yeah. Metal Gear... well, it's true. Metal Gear Solid 2. I actually never played Metal Gear Solid 1. Go figure. But, yeah, I just love the gameplay. One of the first PS2 games I played. And, yeah, enjoyed the storylines and all that. It was actually unpopular opinion a little bit because it didn't actually have... was it Solid Snake, which was the original main character from number 1? Yeah. So a lot of people didn't like that, and it I don't know. They thought it was a bit softer, which makes sense why I liked it. So Cody, hold off the jokes. But I thought it was a heap of fun and anything like that. So there you go. We can go on to number 9.
Number 9,
Fuck yeah.
Metal Gear was just.
Tomb
I'm
Raider.
intrigued to see the rest of your list. Oh yeah, fuck you, dude.
Yeah. So I love that you did the movie poster. Yeah, I actually just sat there watching the movie.
It's one of my favorite movies. Like, God damn it.
Just to really fucking throw things in there. I can't even think straight now. Shit.
I just thought it would be funny to get the movie poster.
Oh, it was.
Well, you've fucking thrown me off. Yeah, look, I think for me as well, Tomb Raider. God. I thought mechanics-wise and shit like that, it was like, you know, the introduction to like swimming and climbing and everything like that, and I don't know, it brought a lot to the gaming world and stuff like that, and the storyline was kind of cool.
It was like a platforming puzzle game.
And yes, and Noopa's pointy boobs. Yes, which was hilarious as a younger person. That was definitely funny. And then obviously they cast Angelina Jolie when she was, I think, more attractive as Tomb Raider, which kind of as a young guy kind of topped it off. But yeah, awesome game. The series, I don't know. I haven't played too many of the other ones. so I can't really comment on them. But
The
I've heard,
later
you
ones
know,
are actually really good.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they were free on what is it? Epic Games Store.
Yeah, I
In
did see
terms
that.
of like, in
Not
terms
loaded.
of like when Tomb Raider 1 and 2 and shit were out, and you know Lara Croft looked like the Tesla station wagon, like there was only like the only other games that were sort of like that were like Prince of Persia was like that as well, like platformy
Fucking bangers.
platformy
Prince of
puzzlers.
Persia.
It was basically them versus this.
Yeah.
Cybertruck tits, yeah, dude, that's it. That's exactly it.
Like,
We know more about Jamie's sexual awakening. Yeah, dude, it was really hard to play this game with one hand.
but you know what? I managed. Anyway, on to the next one.
Did you just like keep swimming in the pool so it would zoom in on her ass every time?
You know what, Giuseppe? This is my top 10. I will make the comments. Final Fantasy 7. Yeah. I mean, this was like my first intro to Final Fantasy, and I fucking loved it. I got late to the party a little bit, but yeah, it was just awesome. Like, I don't know, just a huge fucking world and the cinematics and just fucking rad, to be honest. I really loved it.
No one had played more than 2 Final Fantasy games before they played 7.
Yeah,
I promise you. Like, no one has to, like, people might have gone back and done it, but at the time, no one had played all of them.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I think kind of touching like on what G said with the whole community thing with certain games. Like, I played this with a group of mates, and we all kind of took shots at like going through it and stuff. And I think it like I don't know. For me, it was the first game I played with a crew of people. Like, we'd literally sit there and fucking get a crack at like different parts of the game, and I don't know. It was awesome. So for me, it's a bit nostalgic as well in that way. But I think it holds up. I'd play it tomorrow.
Yeah, man, they made a new one. You should play that.
Yeah, well, I'm considering getting it on my Switch.
Did you get past the first level? First level was only 7 minutes. Is that with cleanup? I've only played 10. Oh, Nooper.
And with the crying.
Nooper's in with number 10.
Oh,
Alright, me and Andrew have had it out over this before.
Shut up.
Because number 10's my favourite Final Fantasy.
Yeah. To be fair, it's probably top 3.
It's a very good Final Fantasy, at the very least.
It is good. 10's great.
Number 7. Doom. The Doom Slayer.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I think nostalgia's sake as well. Definitely, like, probably the first thing I played on PC. Yeah, it would be. Yeah. And I don't know, it was just, once again, it was like, this is fucking rad. And I think I just sat there for hours and hours and hours, just fucking blowing shit apart. It was great.
Absolutely no reason you should.
Have a tug at a Siri.
Stroking a soft. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. Doom still slaps. There's new versions of Doom coming out, like, of the old version of Doom, like, people, like, skinning it with, like, really weird fucking shit, still today. I saw someone modded a calculator to play Doom. It's, like, this is a cultural phenomenon, this game.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Simpsons Doom 2 was the best mod.
I do remember that, actually.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that, for sure.
I've got a really good Doom story as well, which I have told on stream before, which Jamie, you might not have been there for, but when I had it was my dad's PC, my stepdad's PC, and for some reason or other, and I cannot explain to anyone why he would have done this, but he macroed the WASD to the ball of the mouse. So to move, you would have to physically move your mouse forwards, pick it up, back again, and like scroll it forwards and sideways and shit to move around the map.
It doesn't matter how many times I hear that, Liam.
It's so stupid. And I didn't know any better because I'd never played a first-person shooter on a PC before, so I just thought that was how it was done.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And he got it on a floppy disk with the Carlton mark. Yeah, dude,
Oh
I
my
remember buying, like, rip-off games on floppy disks from the Caribbean market, Liam. You'll know that. That was our local fucking big market. And, like, it's just, wow, that's just thrown me back. Fucking rip-off games on floppy disks. Like,
That's
4
where I used
disks.
to get my
Four
that's where I used to
fucking
get my
discs.
burnt PS1 games from.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Awesome. That's not the default was for Wolfenstein? No shit, that's probably why I did do it, actually. A little bit of insight there. Number six, Jamie. Number 6.
so good.
Come on.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Hells yeah, dude.
So
Yeah.
he's put a
I mean-
GTA on the board.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I do like GTA in general. I haven't put much into GTA 5 yet, but that's like I said, I had a long spell of not gaming. So, but yeah, San Andreas for me. I just love the gameplay and the storyline and everything. I really enjoyed San Andreas.
There's
So,
a dude who still streams this on Twitch, and he's very popular.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
he still plays San Andreas.
But yeah, I'm assuming I'll probably love GTA 5 as well. I'm assuming, given that I
100%
really
you
love
will.
this.
Dude,
Yeah.
yes.
So yeah. That's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to go into this. GTA's GTA. It's fucking
GTA
rad.
is GTA.
Like,
Alright,
There's my summary.
number 5.
You just had to follow the trade, CJ.
I used a picture of Borderlands 3, but it's Borderlands 2 and 3, right?
yes. Well, technically, yeah, because I've started just playing that. But yeah, Borderlands 3 is obviously where I've spent the most time with you guys, especially. Yeah, I fucking loved it from the moment we started playing it. So for me, I don't know, and I kind of gave it high pegging based on the fact that I could play it like with the scalability and everything like that straight off the bat. I don't know. I think that's cool. I like the way that it would level out and everything like that.
Yeah, let us have like cooperation mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And the stories are cool. I really like when there's story to games and the cinematics and the cutscenes and stuff. I think it's cool. And
The story
Borderlands.
The story was rad, and the animation was rad too. Like some of the scenes and like the stuff in the background was fucking epic. Like the artwork for it was fucking unreal.
Would I be correct in saying that this is the first online game you've played with other people?
Yeah, 100%.
Like a cooperative?
Yeah, and that's what I mean. So that's what I meant. The fact that I could pick it up, and I wasn't at the level you guys were straight away, but now I can pick it up and play it fine.
Matter, yeah.
Like I've got no issues now that I've leveled up and stuff. So I thought that was cool.
And the explosions. I really enjoyed watching you guys play Borderlands. And you know what? There's a new Borderlands coming out this year as well, which we're definitely going to play. Because all of us have a strong vested interest in it now.
100%. 100%.
Where's my cookie? This is a COVID cookie.
Who said you could eat my cookie?
Put the cookie down.
Fuck. Oh, good.
Alright, number 4. I'm surprised this hasn't come up more. GoldenEye on Nintendo 64.
Yeah. Put a lot into this game too, actually.
Yeah.
One that totally slipped my mind as well.
Yeah, I think, once again, nostalgia for me. It was just a fucking game that I poured hours into. And I think at the time it was really everyone was playing GoldenEye, I think at the time. It was literally the game to play. It was hard pressed to not find someone with it on the console. Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Another game that makes every top 10 that I have never played. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna make a lot of enemies here. I'm gonna say this game's not that good. It's not that good.
It's purely nostalgic.
I think so.
If you go back and play it now, it's dog shit.
I definitely wouldn't play it now.
It was more that everyone
did play it.
At the time.
And it was couch competitive as well, and people really loved that. People really loved the competitive mode.
Yeah.
Kermit's playing
I'm playing
it tonight.
Well, there you go. Go have a look, Goldie.
Well, you know what? Forget everything we just said, Kermit. Yeah, you.
Actually, let us know in the Discord how you go and what you think about it now.
When you take the nostalgia glasses off and you play it, let us know. Let us know what you feel afterwards.
Yeah. This one doesn't make.
Was there a remaster of it at some point, or am I imagining?
I don't think so.
There was.
Not yet. There's one that's been announced for Xbox apparently.
Okay.
Which was something that came up recently.
Okay, yeah, but I never owned a 64, so my experience of this game was get to play it briefly at a friend's house, get slapped. Okay, cool.
Figuratively and literally.
My choice of words was deliberate.
Mario Kart nearly got violent. Cody's always been a PC boy from way back. A 286 XT with 1 megabyte of RAM and a 20 megabyte hard drive. Lol.
Classic.
All right. Top 3, Jamie. Podiums. We're on the
Podium,
podiums.
go.
We're gonna lose viewers in chat. Is this gonna happen?
I'm intrigued.
I've
we
got
got
some
FIFA.
information.
There we go.
Number 3.
They're not necessarily FIFA 22. I'm talking about. No.
FIFA.
So
No.
FIFA as a franchise, right? So
I know,
bear with me. I know no one really.
Hashtag
Yes,
Bob.
thank you, Cody. Almost on call. So in terms of sports, in terms of sports games, I think FIFA has nailed it through majority of its franchises. Like if you have played sports games, it's yeah.
Well,
But anyway.
they did. That's why they never made another one. They just released it every year.
Exactly. And they just updated it. Well, no, that's exactly it. They didn't really have to change anything. Anyway, next one, please.
You are getting railed in chat, and I did not expect this.
Oh, I did, because no one in our chat plays sports games
No, Jamie,
other than F1.
Tell me more. Tell me more about your
Go
favorite
on.
things about FIFA.
That's fine. Carry on.
Alright. Let's redeem it.
See, chat. This is why I'm never in fucking stream. Point in case.
Oh, dude. Chris Kamara's
Super
Street
Mario
Soccer was better.
Here we go. Is this better, everyone? Are we all happy with this?
This is a fucking banger.
Super
Thank you.
Mario 64.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's-
Cody is savage.
He said 2 flat tires because you can fix
Yeah.
1, you can't fix 2.
Yeah.
Oh god. Anyway,
Fuck
Super
it
Mario
up.
64. Once again, I think
Yep.
little explaining. It was the game that essentially helped kick off the 64 console and make it what it was. If it wasn't for this game, I don't know how the longevity would have gone for that console. To be honest with you, I think.
Yeah. It was another
Correct
one
me
of
if I'm wrong,
those-
but
it was
yeah, it
another
was
one of
fucking
those
awesome.
next level ones where it
Yeah.
it went from side scroller to 3D. It was
3D.
Yeah,
crazy,
it
man.
took a game
Crazy.
that everyone already loved and just somehow lived up to expectation.
Yeah.
It's not always the case.
Yeah.
It could have
Oh, yeah.
gone fucking sideways and everyone could have fucking been like, nah, what have you done? You've ruined a classic.
Liam and I were talking about this today, actually,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it holds up too well. I haven't played it since then, but I think it's one of those games where it's this wasn't mechanically, it wasn't great at all. They were still trying to work some shit
I
out.
have played it recently,
It's pretty fun though.
and
Still good?
it's a good game with the world's worst camera. It
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
frustrating when you're trying to do a really intricate step movement jump to get to where you need to be, and the camera just doesn't do what you want it to do. And that's the only real bad thing about it. The rest of the game is perfectly fine. It was a very, very good mechanical step forward, but the camera, God, Jesus.
Yeah.
The camera, terrible. Agreed.
Yep.
Great game though.
Make sure to vote for FIFA on Lyrics sub Sunday streams. Oh, dude. I can't wait for Bottom to stream FIFA. Dude, I'm gonna make him do it.
Yeah, I'm happy to stream it. You know what? Fuck you all.
Show us what it's all about, man.
What did I do? Alright, we are on Jamie's number 1 game of all time, chat. Here we go.
Why am I having a blank? I don't even know which one it is.
It's FIFA 2021. Nah, here it is.
Can you fucking imagine?
2023.
Oh, jeez.
It's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Hey.
There you go. I had to do a sport one. Look,
Nice.
I mean, as the other boys said, I fucking hated the fact that these had to be put in order. So I don't know. There's a lot of Breath of the Wild. Yep, I play that as well, and I fucking love it. And outside of
Redemption!
that,
Alright, chat likes this.
yeah, good. Yeah. I mean, Tony
Maybe
Hawk's.
there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance for him.
I literally have Tony Hawk's now on my Xbox and my Switch. I love it that fucking much. I'll play that when I'm in a shit mood. I'll play Tony Hawk's because it's fucking great.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so that's and I mean, honorable mentions. I had Gran Turismo. I really like the OG Gran Turismo.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I played a lot of that.
Tekken, I really fucking enjoyed. And
Yeah.
and then I had Spyro as well. Gee,
classic.
I'm with you on this fucking Spyro bandwagon.
I love Spyro.
I love the shit out of Spyro. Yeah. So
It's
yeah.
lame as fuck, but it was great.
Well, there you go. I'm glad I at least redeemed myself with number 1.
course you did,
Thank
man.
you all.
Watch a lot of his stepson playing it with sewed over the top. Wait, that's a good cookie, Von Klaus. I'm just putting it out there. go and suss out Andrew's top 10, chat. Starting at number 10. Uncharted 4.
Alright, so I put numbers in them, but like, I just kind of wanted to shout out Uncharted as a series. I kind of just like I loved 4 probably the most because I was so invested in all the characters at the time. Like, and it just like it was the first one on, like, all the rest of them were on PS3. It was like the PS4 one, so just like upped the game again, like graphically. But like all of the Uncharted games, they basically brought to the table what Tomb Raider forgot. Like, because like Tomb Raider 1 and 2, awesome. Everything until the reboots, trash. The reboots exist because of Uncharted and how it was just like, this is how you make your game stupid, and they were like, oh. Yeah. So, like 100%. So like Naughty Dog just like
knocked it out of the park.
Yeah,
oh, and there is a movie, guys, and Tom Holland is going to be the main character as well.
I don't know about that.
It's
Like,
just so weird, but alright. Like, yeah, I was
right.
like,
he's a little bit older now. He's a little bit older.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's like
watching a movie. That's a fair claim.
Yeah. Well, 100%. Like, it was like just the Uncharted sort of style was like that cinematography kind of thing. Like some of the actions, or most of the action sequences, became like you're doing like real-time events where like you're being dragged through the mud behind a truck with like a whole bunch of people shooting at you because you fell off and you grabbed the rope. You have to pull yourself back. Like you're like someone else on a motorbike going past, like, oh, take my hand. Like, just ridiculous. Great game series. Like I was all over Tomb Raider, you know, Lara Croft. Oh, they're biddies. But then, just like, yeah, just Uncharted was just like the next step that really just kind of evolved that style of game. And it was great. Like,
yeah, and it's true. Other games did change what they were doing to match that. Yeah.
Exactly. Like you just like, it just kind of pushed the envelope in that direction in general. And 4 was just like a beautiful finale to it.
Yep.
Okay,
cool. Alright. Then... Whoops. That was the 10. Number 9. Andrew's top 10. That do be the Fallout New Vegas, though.
Hey.
I thoroughly enjoyed New Vegas, and that is probably because of the fact that I sat down and played the entire game, you know, LAN style with friends. Like, me and one mate, we sat down, we're like, let's just play it again. And like, more than one time over the years, we were like, let's hit up New Vegas again. We'd go around, we'd get the same snacks, which are discontinued now, upsetting. Can't do it properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just like, dude, there was, you remember when Shapes did those weird like roadies ones, and they had like the little bag of like smaller biscuits? I don't know. It doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. So there was like the cheesy cheddary ones, or I don't know. There was some kind of cheese flavored one which mixed real well with French onion dip, and it was just like, yeah, we just had that. And we had like, you know, V's, Red Bulls up all night. Like, we're talking like the sun came up. My mate's girlfriend got up and went to work and was like, the fuck are you still doing here? We're like, just go to work. Shut up.
Colby, there is a whole subculture of gamers like Andrew who tout New Vegas as the best Fallout game. And it's also, it copped a lot of flack when it came out because it was pretty buggy, which, you know, that is what it is. Game. But it was also it was not made by Bethesda. So Bethesda gave their engine to a third-party studio, and then they made New Vegas. Yeah.
Which is dope. But yeah, basically like this list kills me. There's so many games that I forgot, left off, like meant to write on, and then like wrote the order and just skipped them. Like, yeah, I don't want to say them now. The honorable mention them, leave them just a surprise non-entrant. But yeah, like the Fallout series in general. Like, I played 1 and 2. I really liked 2. Fallout Tactics was next level.
Tactics
But,
was
like,
really good, yeah.
I really enjoyed that, but New Vegas I probably played the most, and that's a lot because I played all of them a lot. So yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, me and a mate just probably play it again sometime. I hope anyway.
Fuck yeah, that's rad.
It's been great.
It is
Alright.
hard to pick the top 10. One easy.
Oh yeah, dude, I couldn't
Great.
even pick
Very
a top
hard.
100.
Very
Like
hard.
this is just like my top 2 are locked in. Everything else is
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Fluid.
Like, the top 2 were always going to be
Yeah.
the top 2, and everything else was
Yeah.
like, fuck, man.
yeah, exactly. I
Alright,
tried to just put cool. Let's go.
let's get that
Let's
number. Let's get that number 8. Andrew's top 10. That would be Assassin's Creed. Black Flag.
Black Flag, because what's better than Assassins? Assassin pirates, motherfuckers. Like, oh my god. Like,
Queasy backed.
all of Assassin's Creed is great. I loved Altair. The first Assassin's Creed, just like, same thing, next level, different game. You're just like, what is this madness? Walking around, shanking dudes, just blending into a crowd. But yeah, Black Flag kind of just like, you had the ships. You literally just like flying around, just destroying stuff, and being a pirate. And an assassin.
Games like
Amazing.
this are on the top of my list of games that I don't want to play, but I really enjoy watching. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's fair.
I think I played the very first Assassin's Creed, and I liked it, but it was
Yeah.
very much
Very different.
very samey. You do the same stuff throughout the whole thing.
Yeah,
A
that's
pirate with assassin skill, it felt 80% less shoehorned than expected.
yeah, exactly right. It was
Yeah.
just like
Okay.
it was just so funny. Like, yeah, it was just hilarious, absolutely hilarious. The fact that you just,
Controls on a
took
PC
over.
would be tough.
Yeah, nah, screw that. Nah, console games. But yeah, I tried to put series that I have a lot of respect for and painfully pick one that I like the most.
Yeah.
So there will only be one entry from each game series on this list.
I respect that.
It hurt, but yeah,
All right.
a lot.
Number 7. Number 7 on Andrew's top 10.
Get it.
Here it comes. It was going to be here.
There it is.
It's Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild.
I mean, it's Breath of the Wild, man. I couldn't not put it. I could have not put it, to be honest, because I knew everyone else would mention it. But like,
It deserves to be
good,
there.
man. It
Yeah.
deserves to be on the list.
It's that good.
Is this the only game that we've all got on all of our lists?
I didn't have-
Jamie didn't
I
have
think
it.
so.
I didn't have it, but
Ah.
it was my honorable mention, and I'm kind
Okay.
of thinking now I should have had it instead of FIFA. But we'll carry on.
No. FIFA was top
Dude,
tier.
I
choice.
back FIFA, man. If that's a game that you like, then that's what you needed to put in there.
That was the point.
And
I would have
respect
put
had
in
to back the
thousands of hours into the FIFA franchise in my lifetime.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
Anyway,
fair.
carry on.
That's fair. Why, thank you. I took it in my shout.
As you were.
But yeah, just Breath of the Wild, man. Like, I don't really have to say anything about it. We all know it's amazing. Same thing. It reinvigorated Zelda. Like just it was the next tier of like. They tried something slightly different.
And Nintendo's not struggling for RPGs, man. They've got it. They're not struggling
Yeah.
for them. So they released this into a sea of a console that basically only has Mario games and RPGs. And it's still better than most
Still
and all
banger.
of them. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Enough
said.
Alright. Enough said. Let's move on to number 6, Andrew's top 10.
Alright, what do we got next?
God of War.
God of War. Yeah, fuck, man.
This game.
What a game.
This is the
is
boy
just-
one.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Do not be sorry. Be better. But yeah, like straight up, man. This game I mean, as you can see, there's kind of a trend. I love Viking stuff. I love pirate stuff. So just all of these games that like
Boy.
just brought it in. Like much to my embarrassment, I've never actually played the God of War series. I started here.
Okay.
Same.
But this particular game is more of a style that I like than any of the previous ones. Like I've like looked at them, I've seen them, I know them. But like,
It's your go-to cosplay.
yeah. I could probably actually pull that one off a little bit, except
yeah.
fat instead of shredded. But but yeah, no, like it kind of picks up the style, like what we were talking about earlier, G, with like The Last of Us, giving that sort of like story-driven companion thing. Like God of War was like, hey, we can do that too, and mad respect because it's perfect. It's great.
And it was unreal. And it won game of the year that year for a reason too.
As
like,
it fucking should have.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know it did. I was just like, it was my game of whatever year it came out. It was amazing.
I'm pretty sure it was up against Red Dead as well for game.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
a lot of contention. But like this game here, first ever playthrough I played it on Give Me God of War difficulty.
Oh Jesus.
Which you can't turn off.
Oh,
so once you start a save file, you can't
it's locked in.
Okay,
it's locked in, and I appreciate that so much because I
holy
couldn't
shit.
figure it out. So like, I just played the entire game first and only run because I never wanted to play it again because it was so goddamn good and just like it kicked the shit out of me. If I hadn't have played an intense level of Dark Souls games, I couldn't have played that.
Right.
Like it had to.
Dark Souls trains you shit like that.
Yeah,
Dark
Nukem, to my
trains
shame, no, I did not fight the Valkyries on that difficulty setting, and I kind of want to, but I don't know if it would probably take me. It took me like 6 months to a year to beat that game. Like I had to take 3-month breaks because of how angry I was at certain fights that I couldn't farm for. I just had to beat them. Checkpoint, try again. Checkpoint, try again. Like it was intense. But I did beat I beat some of the Valkyries for a friend on his normal difficulty game, and I just walked in and was like, "Oh, cool! So it's just like dodge and perfect parry mechanics, slap, bang, dodge." And he's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, never even attempted them on like my difficulty setting, but like it prepared me. Like,
holy shit!
But yeah, fuck, just so good. And I think I played it at the time when I had my actual like full-on surround sound stereo system going, and just like the boom sound effects, like it sounded great and amazing as well as being a.
Pretty sure it follows like actual.
Nordic.
Oh yeah, and like and they were just a bunch of dicks, and like it's great,
It's like I as someone who hasn't played it, but I can sort of like pick up what's sort of happening as I watch people play it. But it seems like the combat is really fluid, but it doesn't fall into a trap of being exactly like Dark Souls combat, which a lot of new games do.
Yeah, like, no, it's not. Yeah. It's not at all the same.
It's not soulsy. It's just fluid.
It's just that you have to. It's fluid, but like so on Give Me God of War difficulty, if I get hit twice, I'm dead. The end. If I get hit by a heavy attack, one hit. Like so, it was perfect dodges and parries. You see the yellow, you have to perfectly time the parry. You can't block or it'll break your guard, and then you will die. If you block for the red, it strikes. Like, you get that brief warning, red strike, unblockable. You best be ready to get the fuck out the way, because otherwise, it was crazy. It was so good. Yeah, I would definitely, you can pick this game up for like $8 maybe, and it is so worth it.
Because it released on PlayStation
4.
No, it was 4.
No.
It was 4. Yeah,
it was a PS4 exclusive.
It was definitely a 4.
And it it's.
But it was late in the PS4's life.
Pretty deep in. It was Red Dead 2 year, as G pointed out, a couple years ago, and great, absolutely great, banger.
Number 5, Andrew's top 10.
Yeah.
We got Last of Us.
There we go. And I had to put this one above because without it paving the way, God of War wouldn't have been as good. Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, because that was on PS3, right?
Yeah, this was PS3 and remastered for PS4.
Yeah, this was late PS3, PS4 remastered.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's another thing. The reason Black Flag was so awesome is because I waited for about 2 to 3 months and for it to be a launch title on the PS4 instead of playing it on the PS3. So it was like, you know, at the time, that next gen graphics really cemented how good it was. Anyway,
I wish I did that for Zelda, but I couldn't wait. I played it on the Wii U.
Yeah, you played it on the Wii U.
Should have waited.
Yeah, worth.
Got it later for Switch. Finished it again.
Yeah, so good.
That and Destiny.
But yeah.
Launch title. Yeah.
Yeah, man, Destiny.
So Last of Us.
Destiny. Yeah, so you know, The Last of Us. Like, G already mentioned it. I try not to jump in too much, but I wholeheartedly agree with what you said, man. So good. Like, I think I mentioned it earlier, but it was just like, I played a lot of WoW before that, and I was sick of escort quests. I'll tell you that much. But like this one, first one, changed the game, man. Like, just like you're like, you know, you're escorting a young girl. Like, she's absolutely useless at the start, and throughout the game, you know, she becomes more useful, gives you heads up on stuff. Like, it just kind of introduces like an NPC who's not utter garbage that you actually want to protect and take with you. Like,
yeah.
Like, and on top of that, I mean, the story, like, man,
story's unreal. Yeah,
Naughty Dog's already made it in here, but you know, props to them for being just badass creators of amazing, immaculate, story-driven, aesthetically pleasing, well-balanced mechanic games. Like, just
Totally.
fuck, man, it's just so good. Like, yeah.
All right, number 4. Andrew's number 4 in Andrew's top 10.
Alright, what we got? What I
We got Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Symphony of the Night.
Damn.
Alright, so
Good
I
choice.
love side-scrolling platformer games. I only put one in here, but like, if I had to pick one, hit that
That's
one.
it.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
Do you have a copy of this?
my cracked PS3 doesn't read anymore, but I do have this on the PSP, I think.
Okay. If you
Also
have the copy
cracked.
of this, if you have a copy of this on PlayStation,
Oh, no.
like,
Yeah. No, 100%.
Really?
this is a very, very
This is
sought
okay.
after game.
This is okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
This is
Wow.
the Castlevania game.
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't know it was that sought after.
It
More
is.
Yeah.
chickens.
So good.
Dude, I forgot about that until Milsey said it. Definitely.
Fucking hell. But yeah, no, I never had a PS1 the entire generation with my PC overlord father had. He's like, why would we buy games? You can just burn them. Here you go. And I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
You're like,
Absolutely. Yeah.
the old
God
EB
bless him.
Games,
Yeah.
EB Games 7-day burn return policy.
Yeah. $700 plus per copy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fucking
For a
hell.
copy
It's
of Castlevania
so
Symphony
good.
of the Night. It's very good.
Yeah, absolute banger. Wait, did they? Hang on, I'll have a look around. Did they put that on the PS1 relaunch thing?
Holy fuck.
They
Anyway,
should.
$720 you.
But
That's
but yeah,
crazy.
absolutely love this game. Like, really, really good, amazing, phenomenal. I don't know if anyone has played it, but wait, have any of you played it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't remember if I've
yes,
played it, to be
boys.
honest.
Yes, like, I
I
don't
love
know.
side scrollers, man.
Dude, it's so
shit.
good. It's just going, the character's awesome. Like, you know, everyone, I mean, I was young, everyone's a bit of an edgelord at one point. just like, yeah. I'm so cool, I'm so dark and broody, slash. Whoa. And
This is one of the Alucard ones, yeah?
yeah, this is Alucard, yeah. And he's
So
just
you're not
like-
playing,
No, you're not playing any of the Belmonts.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
you
Richter,
are Alucard,
Simon, Trevor, all them.
yeah.
But you do come across a bunch of them
Yes.
in the story.
Mm.
I can't believe how much they're selling for. That is
But,
ridiculous.
but yeah, dude, Prince of Persia, man, so good, Cody. Like,
Oh
I
man,
didn't
I love
throw
that
it in there,
game.
but like, that was an old school. I played that on. I don't know if it was early PC or like Commodore.
It was a Commodore. It was
Really?
Commodore 64.
Then yeah,
Yeah.
I played that like way long ago, and it was great. But
It's not on the mini PS1.
yeah, I didn't think it would be. It should have been, because like, but there just weren't that many good games on that, to be honest, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
Didn't quite hit as good as the mini SNES did.
No, it did not. Nah. But yeah, Castlevania. Basically, like, It was mind-blowing. Like it was one of those games where you opened up the map and it had like the percentage of map cleared. I don't know about you guys, but like when I stumbled across, I don't even know how I stumbled across it because like back in the day I wasn't exactly looking up how to play games. But that game had, for anyone who doesn't know, 100% map and then 101 to 200% mirror map underneath. So like you complete the game.
That's right.
You can complete the game without ever discovering the full extra half of a game here. It was ridiculous.
You definitely can, Millsy. That's a good call out, actually.
Absolutely ridiculous.
You can, people are cracking them, so you can just increase your storage
and play better games
and put more games on it. Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck, I should definitely do that. That's super smart. But just it was crazy, man. It's crazy. You could finish the entire game, beat the boss, and never even know that there's a second half to the game hidden under the map. It's
fucking awesome.
It just reverses the entire level, and you play it through like walking on the ceilings instead of the floors. So like, if you ever looked at the game and was like, why is the roof in that same corrugated pattern as the staircase I'm going up? When it flips upside down, you'd be running along the roof. It's
I can't believe how much it's selling for.
sort of like Dark Link kind of situation where you go into like the second world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine so. I didn't own a whole lot of 64s.
All right. We are up to Andrew's podium, number 3 in Andrew's top 10.
Oh, what did I put? Oh, of course.
This was definitely going to come. I'm surprised it's this one.
This was in here.
It's this one because of its map.
Yep.
So I played Demon Souls, which introduced me to the entire series. Picked it up on a whim in JB Hi-Fi on PS3, and I was just like, this game looks different and weird, but definitely up my alley.
Yep.
Awesome game. Then this one, obviously the entire series, Bloodborne, just any game like it, like any game that it spawned, like Sekiro, like just anything, absolutely amazing. Love every single one of them.
Yep.
Had to pick one, kind of put them all in the same banner.
Yep. That's fair.
The first Dark Souls, the entire map, like you could Google it, you could look it up, and it's a 3D map, and like the entire thing just links up to other parts of the world. Like you'll find cut-throughs and stuff later on. You'll open a door because like you're pretty much running from like safety to safety, bonfire to bonfire, like checkpoint, and then just like I think I picked this one because I don't think the teleport system of like the later bonfires existed. So you had to run everywhere in the world. There was no fast travel. You just had to run it. And like, you basically had to remember the entire like paths and where you were going. And then later you'd find this cut through and you'd walk back out into like the starting zone. You're like, holy shit. And you realize that like the 4 worlds you've gone through with like no loading screen really, like you just all connects, like you just come back to a starting point. You're like, yes, I don't have to run that way anymore. I can just cut through here to dip to the lower levels. And then like, you had your instruction would like hit the bell at the top and hit the bell at the bottom, and you just have to work your way through all the different zones to like trigger those points.
Two things.
So you're always running back and forth, and like you get shortcuts and stuff, but like you just don't realize until a certain point in the game that like the whole thing is just one crazy structure that like links back together. It was nuts. On top of that, the entire every game, they're all so fucking hard. It's ridiculous. Like
Platinum, Bloodborne.
Anything that
Gronok was a bit more of a completionist than I am.
Please, you Dark Souls 3 guy.
Any game that this game has birthed is fucking difficult.
Or the studio, even just the studio itself, like Sekiro.
From FromSoft, like just so good.
Sekiro is gorgeous. It looks simultaneously harder and easier because of the weak point mechanic. like where once you get them down to a certain point, if you get a weak point, you can take advantage of that and go for a kill shot, which is a new mechanic for that game. Also, you can grapple in Sekiro, which is really cool.
So good.
But the thing that's really, like, the thing that I found that I think is really, was really groundbreaking about Dark Souls more than anything else, is that it was designed to be played in exactly the way that it is played. In the way that there's no difficulty settings, there's no changing macros, it's just, this is the game.
This is it.
And you learn to play the game how we designed the game. Like, that's it. There's no playing with it. It's just, this is the game.
The entire game and series and everything like it. It's just so good. Also, Corvus, thank you. I saw that. Fuck yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Put that in Discord, please.
Yeah, boy. It's just Dark Souls, man. It's like, you had to be quick. You had to learn how the game worked. You could play any way you wanted. Like, you pick whatever weapons and gear, and you just get good.
Yeah. And you can't, you can't save scum. None of that shit.
No, you're fucked. Yeah. Like, it was next level. Oh my god.
Like, if you wanted to turn the game off, find a bonfire. Like, that's...
Yeah. You had to find the next save point, and you always, you just had to either bitch out and repeat the exact same thing you did better to that point, or push forward, arrogantly hoping that you could find a bonfire before all of your health was gone. Like, it was just amazing. And if you fucked up, you fucked up. But much like Demon's Souls story, Dark Souls, Demon's Souls, they had this fun thing where they never really told you what to do.
No.
You just kind of had to figure it out.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, the first time I ever played Demon's Souls,
just wondering. When
I'd push up, I'd die,
glasses.
I'd make sure I got back to my souls, I'd collect them again. Now, it wasn't until
Thank you, Coley.
a good couple of bosses had been defeated
Exclamation mark clerk with love.
that
really,
I
Quish, thank
finally...
you. 50 biddies, thank you so much.
That's really Quish, my man. But yeah, not until I had gathered a whopping 20,000 souls, perhaps, did I finally lose it all, not being able to quite beat that boss the second time, or walked into the boss room, immediately deleted, could never reclaim the souls. Now, the thing that hurts so much about that is after having beat a fair portion of the game and lost everything I had, I finally figured out how you spent the souls to level up.
Yeah, which is tough, man, and that's it. Yeah.
But yeah, I lost like maybe 100 souls at the time. Would have given me a level up. I had like 20,000.
Oh my god!
Carried with me through all my deaths and recovered them, and then lost it all. And then pretty much the next day, found the vendor that you could pay souls to get levels, and I was just you fucking idiot.
Oh my god!
And I
But
pushed
this is
and
and like, think about this, guys. Think about this, chat. Like, this is Demon's Souls.
Shut up! That's
this
Demon's
is the
Souls.
first
It's the
game
first
of its
one
time.
ever.
Yeah.
No one knew. I beat it. Fuck you. It was amazing. It was so good. Like, oh.
Alright, ready for number 2?
Yep.
Number 2 on Andrew's top 10.
The hard mode and making it retard mode.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yo, Shamel, how you doing? Good to see you.
Yo, what up, Shamel?
What up?
All right.
Oh, thank you. Hold on a sec. Oh no, yeah, okay, go ahead.
All right. So this game right here, one of the greatest RPGs I have ever played. Just straight up. This and my first one, they're my top 2. I always struggle with which one's better. I love both of them so much. I don't expect that many people to have played this one, but
I've never played it. Right, hold on 2 seconds, Andrew. Hold on 2 seconds.
Get some quick Halo in.
Think about Gleazy?
But I know your first choice.
Yeah, of course you do.
I've never played this game.
Yeah. So this one, absolute banger. I would have been would have been about 15, maybe, when I played this. Came out in 98, and I can't guarantee I got it straight away. So around about then, but maybe more 2000-ish, because the PS1 was the first console we ever owned. Because my dad worked in IT, so like it took a long time for us to convince him that console wasn't a stupid idea. It was a while, but yeah, grew up with like PCs, Commodore Amigas and stuff, or Commodore 64, absolute bangers, loved it. But
Millsy's gonna be
FIFA.
FIFA.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Super Mario Brothers 2. But yeah, no, this game right here, like classic JRPG, turn-based, which I still love to this day. It was like, I think around about the same time I was discovering anime. You know how it is. But like,
Thanks,
around
SBS.
then it was
late night SBS.
yeah, around about then it was more like, yeah, you'd only like see late night SBS, or I think there was a Flash video near us that actually had some anime on the shelf to rent, which my friend down the street would rent, and then we'd go over and watch. Awesome times. But this particular game had like just an art style that was kind of anime,
amazing.
great storylines.
Yeah.
What is this? Was this away for a few days ago?
They've got a console. You got a console while Broderick was away on school camp.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a memory card, so you just had to leave it running.
Yeah, it was
Like a
funny,
NES.
to be honest.
Like a NES. Yeah.
Fuck.
Burnt into his memory now.
Yeah.
He's
The amount
unlocked
of times
core,
I'd
core
get
memory.
Yeah.
Amazing. But yeah, nah, just this fucking game, man. Like, it had really like adult themes and stuff woven into it as well. Like, I don't know, some of the you know how in like a lot of games, like the characters are just like, oh, that's cool. Well, they weren't they? This one was literally like, I don't know, there was like a bedroom scene with like two of the bad guys like discussing some shit, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, all right, cool.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, it's all like in the classic sort of anime style where everyone's like a Ken and Barbie doll, kind of like just blank slate. But like, I don't know, it had like class systems and like the ruling overlords like living in the secret sky city and all that kind of stuff. You don't even discover them till like deep in, and you just, I don't know, the main characters with like split personality disorders and stuff. Like it was, I don't know, it was like
That's fucking rad.
real interesting shit, and like
And the
really
actual
great-
gears.
yeah, and on top of that, you play like little characters who are like sort of anime style. They have like the fighting system was like light, medium, heavy, and like you'd have a certain amount of energy, and you just like queue up the attacks, and then they do like sick little fighting combos like on the opponents and stuff.
Yep.
Great. And then on top of that, you had actual gears. Yeah, ego. Exactly. Fucking A. Like there was just really cool grown-up shit that I learned a lot about like through this game. And you can call in mechs. So like you just have like fights with tiny little monsters, and then you'd have like Godzilla-sized creatures, which you fought in your giant mech warriors, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And like, and at certain points in the game, like when you got deep in enough, think of Evangelion, only
Except
with
with combat.
yeah, it was badass. And like there'd be sequences where you go into a small tunnel and you couldn't fight in the mechs, and you just have to take the characters, and then like there'd be like underground cave sections that'd open up, and like they'd have big monsters, and you could call in the mechs for the big fights. Or when you got strong enough, you could literally just take out Godzilla-sized monsters with your character's martial arts. Like it was
Lol. Yeah.
And the game just went forever. Like you think it's done, it's not. Next level. Like it just,
Yep.
great.
Oh,
Great.
fuck yeah. Flash Video sounds like it would have had quite the porn collection.
It probably did. Probably did. I don't know.
Very well did.
I don't think I went there like twice ever. And I think, there was always that room with the curtain at the back. And you're like, what's
that's
in
what
there?
the porn was,
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Alright, number one on Andrew's top 10 games of all time. Boom. Final Fantasy VII.
Jamie,
Oh.
you got it right, mate. You got one right. I didn't want to say too much, give away too much, but what a fucking game. And you should definitely play the remake.
See,
Yeah.
I'm cool too, everyone. I'm cool. Look at me. I like what Andrew likes.
What a surprise!
You did it. But,
Andrew doesn't like FIFA. Okay.
Shut up, Jake. Shut up.
still got the Buster Sword? Yes, I do. Hidden away in my closet. But yeah, fucking A, man. Like, what a game. What a fucking game. Obviously, all the Final Fantasies are great. 10 is probably the third best. I agree, Liam. It's great.
Yep.
Number 5 back, that's right.
The Pro Tag's not as good as Cloud is. Lightning is like not as good as the Pro Tag, but the supporting characters are really cool.
Titus. Yes.
Yeah. Kamari, Waka, Riku.
Mate,
They're all good supporting cast.
Yeah, no, dude. Final Fantasy X, great game. Absolute banger. But, like, just the... I mean, maybe if I didn't play it in English, you know, like that whole, like... Ha 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 ha! Like, the laughter scene, stuff like that.
Oh, man. Some of those
it didn't feel right, man. But, amazing games. But, yeah, I think... Final Fantasy VII, my absolute favorite Final Fantasy. Absolutely loved it. I mean, I don't even know what you can really say about it. Everyone already knows it. Like...
Gronick wants to know what your
number two?
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed Final Fantasy VIII as well.
Okay.
With Squall and his super brooding. Yeah, I was super broody, you know. I was like 15.
No, I never played 8.
16. I was just like, yeah, brooding, yeah. Fuck, what's your favorite girl from Final Fantasy VII?
Tifa's sweaty toes.
It's gotta be Tifa. It's Tifa for me, man.
Yeah, it's Tifa.
It's Tifa.
Let's not beat around the bush.
Oh,
we know it's Tifa. It's Tifa. For everyone, it's Tifa.
Yeah, on the old Gunblade. It was a good mechanic. But Final Fantasy VII, great story. The reason we got a PS1, because I saw it at my friend's house, and it was beg-worthy. It didn't happen often, but I was like, you don't understand.
I love that. Yeah,
you don't understand, Dad. Like, you do not understand. Like, it's I need this, and it took a year, maybe 2, and we got a PS1 for Christmas, and it was so worth it. Yeah, dude, I don't even know. I don't think Andrew's played it. I played the remake.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like,
alright, good, yeah.
But yeah, it's like, will they, won't they? Like, I don't even know. The remake, like, Jamie, man, the remake's so whack that from the point where they leave Midgar, the game could be different.
Yeah.
I'm both nervous and excited.
It's basically like half of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. It's like so many things happen in the remake that shouldn't, or at least you don't expect to happen until like way later in the game, and then like, I don't know, it's just, and it's only like the first part, so like, where are they going to go from there? What's going to happen?
Yeah, it softly follows the same storyline. It's a soft following.
And it looks phenomenal, obviously. And I was worried about the sort of real-time combats, but it came out great.
Okay.
Gronrick has theories, despite that she has to die.
yeah, exactly, right? Like it was a true traumatizing moment, man. Like, it's like, it's just like, it changes, it happens, you have this whole cutscene, she just gets murdered by she's gone off to save the world by herself. You finally catch up to her, and she just gets murdered right in front of you by the final boss of the game. And like, just, it's heartbreaking. And then, and then it just says, it has the audacity to just say, insert disc here, and you have to change the disc. You have to get up, you have to stop in the middle of your emotional turmoil. You're like,
I remember that shit.
And it just has this picture of just her like being embraced by the main character, and you're just like, you're like, I'm done. Yeah,
because how many discs was it? 3. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
3 discs.
Yeah, fuck, I remember that. Fuck.
Yeah, it was 3.
That ain't no mist, but it's still a few.
Yeah, true. It was 3 for Final Fantasy VII and 4 for Final Fantasy VIII, I think.
Yeah, it was 4 for Final Fantasy VIII.
Woo! But yeah. I don't know.
There's a
man.
double faking. She doesn't die when she's meant to, but dies later instead. It's all possible.
Yeah, I know, right? Because like, yeah, the way they changed everything, you're just like, it's totally plausible that she'll stay alive. Like, I don't know, amazing. Anyway, Final Fantasy VII was for the first Final Fantasy I played. As with a lot of people, it just kind of, it literally, emotional trauma, 100%, 100%. Like that was moving. Like, I don't know, video games make me cry occasionally, you know? Like, you shed that tear, you just like, makes me feel stuff. That's why I love it.
You know,
so
it's
much.
a good game.
Yeah, true. Yeah, if it's emotionally eliciting, then yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Good
It's just
game.
man. But yeah.
And that was Andrew's top 10, fam.
And fuck the slow-mo.
Snakes, he's playing.